Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko. So, sorry that there was no episode on weekend, but I'm still recovering. I've been sick during weekend, and yeah. I will just put the episode. I will probably take break during the like reading, but yeah. So let's just go to the episode because I wonder what's going to happen in the story. If I make no sense in this episode, then don't worry. I'm still recovering, so. Right. I had to drink coffee. Yeah, we finished with that creepy smile of Maria. And yeah, she was watching oh yeah, that magic circle. Maria was smiling and eerie. Oh my god, it's worse than I thought. Maria was smiling, an eerie and incomprehensible expression on her face. It was almost as if she had making fun of everyone's ignorance. It was an expression I wouldn't have dreamed to find on Maria's face. And okay, maybe that should be a thumbnail. She laughed. The eerie, jarring laugh. Like, I said like many times during last episodes, like, what the fuck, Maria? Once again. Jarring laugh was something I didn't want to believe was possible, even though I was looking at it right in front of my eyes. I feel like my microphone is too loud. I will try to fix that. Let me just put it a little bit away. Okay, I think that... Yeah, I think that should fix kinda problem. I hope so. Let's hear this. Okay. I kinda had to like put off my headphones there, like this creeped me out, like what the... Okay, time for a break, I guess, for coffee? And this song. What kind of demon is that? Do we have that creepy Maria here already? No, she's still happy. Nice. Oh, her voice changed as well, I think. While everyone was busy being scared out of their wits, Maria kept on crackling happy by herself. You're possessed. There's no way. After a while, that laugh was suddenly and abruptly cut off. But her expression still looked like it belonged to someone completely different from Maria. Yeah, it belonged to Beatrice, probably. Probably like, that's why in Epitaph we have Beatrice will be resurrected. Because she's only in the ghost form now and she's possessing Maria currently. What? What the fuck? Maria... Also, that was like a really weird transition. We had like her creepy smile and laugh, and then we had like her pretty normal sprite showing up. That was weird. I would prefer that in the sprite of her, like, you know, seen before when we saw Hideyoshi. She had her smile up. Maria stole the writing materials from stunned Hideyoshi's hand. She then started drawing another magic circle with a rustle, right next to the one Hideyoshi had drawn. Yep, that's what I was hoping for. Sprite with the creepy as hell smile. Okay, that's new. I have to admit, I like it. It looks like... oh yeah. Also, I got kinda adrenaline rush, so I feel better.
Maria, すごいな。さすが詳しいぜ。
Jessica tried to smooth things over by praising Maria. Maybe she wanted to confirm that this was still the Maria we all knew so well. But Maria didn't answer her in any way particular. Maria began swiftly writing unfamiliar characters in the corners of the shape. When Uncle Hideyoshi and Dr. Nanji saw them, their eyes immediately began to open wide.
天地と左右に書かれているのは風化水道を司る天使たちの名。
God damn it.
カサン、アレル、フォルラク、そしてタリアハド。そして斜め四方には4代の王たちの名。アリエル、セラフ、タルシス、ケルブ。
This is serious black magic stuff.
合ってる？
Even if they hadn't been able to correctly write what they'd seen, when they were once again shown something identical, it wasn't difficult for them to realize the two of them were the same. When Maria asked them whenever it matched, Uncle Hideyoshi and Dr. Nanji nodded over and over again.
間違いない。そうや。確かにこんな文字が書かれとった。なんでこんなん書けるんや。あと演習文に文字が書かれておりましたな。
こうでしょ？
Maria quickly began to surround the circumference with more Hebrew writing.
旧約聖書の詩編第116編の16節と17節だよ。
This is perfect. Like, this is perfect. Just yay for possessing ghosts on peoples. Like, what the fuck?
聖書くらい読んでなきゃ。
Acting as though knowing this was only common sense, Maria laughed. For a while, everyone, including me, was at a loss of words. A little later, George Anik returned to his senses and slowly managed to speak.
すごいね。驚いたよ。それで、この魔法陣にはどんな意味があるんだい？
太陽の力を借りる魔法陣だよ。
Okay, and what it does?
黄金で描き、護符にして身につけたる者はいかなる牢獄であろうとも束縛から逃れ自由を得られる力を授けられる。
Wait, what? He who wears it as talisman round in gold shall be able to break from the bonds of any prison and receive the power to gain freedom. How was the talisman that Jessica gave her mother looking? I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I don't think it's the same.
束縛から逃れ
Okay. Maria, you are confusing me as hell.
自由を得られる意味深だぜ。
Yeah.
この束縛という意味は何も肉体的なものだけを指さないと解釈されている。
Like, you're freed from your lives, basically. Like, yay! Just draw it on the, I don't know, door to the storehouse and people inside will die. Maybe.
だから縛られて牢屋にいる人ばかりに意味があるわけじゃないよ。しがらみや逃れぬ運命など精神的な束縛からの解放も意味してるんだよ。
Yep, bonds have a lot of meanings.
逃れ得ぬ運命。
これまた意味深だな。
しかしさっぱりわからん。それとあの6人の遺体とどんな関係があるっちゅうんや。
Yeah, they are freed from their bodies.
束縛からの解放どころか殺された上に倉庫に閉じ込められてたんやで。
別にその6人のために魔法陣が描かれてるわけじゃないね。魔法陣のために6人はそこにいるんでしょう。
Okay. Maria, please explain.
お気の毒だよ。
Or Beatrice? I don't know how to call you. But I love your smile.
どういう意味だい？魔法陣のために6人がいるってのは一体。
I have a feeling like Maria can go a lot more crazier than that. I have a feeling in my gut that she will get like holy yeah. Maria lifted up her pointer finger and waggled it as if she were making fun of us.
それは演習部に書いてるよ。
Okay. So there's instruction that we cannot read.
読めないかな。
Nope, please tell us.
詩編第116編16節と17節。
Oh, okay.
読んであげるよ。
Well, we don't have that book with us.
主は私の枷を解かれました。私はあなたに感謝の生贄を捧げ、主の皆を呼ぶでしょう。
Okay.
ね。
So Beatrice is free, and in order to get free, she needed sacrifices. That's what I get from that.
ねって何を言ってるのかさっぱりだぜ。
生贄だってのか。
Yep, that's what epitaphy tells as well. If Maria had just read aloud was a vital part of the magic circle, that was saying that sacrifices had to be offered in order for this magic circle to be effective. So human sacrifices has been offered inside the storehouse where the magic circle has been drawn. A heartbeat layer, everyone else seems to reach the same conclusion. Some people were shocked, and others spat out that this was insane as they pushed their knees. But it doesn't make sense. I mean that my theory, if you... Here. About this. Free me from my chains. I don't think this is talk about Beatrice. Because these 6 people died and then they were dragged. So Beatrice was also out there, like killing people, probably. So this makes no sense because she was free already. Unless Lord has freed me. Okay. This kinda give us a thought that she actually needed sacrifices to be free. But on the other hand, we just got a conclusion that they were needed for the circle to be effective. So I got a little bit confused. I don't know, maybe that's because I'm sick. Because if we just look at this, then she already has been freed. Circle was drawn. And she needed to offer the sacrifices for the circle to be effective. But on the other hand, that we know now, like we are here. Here. Magic. Wait. Where is it? Oh, here. I'm sorry, I'm just making like a lot of stuff right now. This one tells us that in order to be free, she had to first offer the sacrifices, then the circle active, and free her like spiritual being, I would say. So they're like opposite stuff. This is like she's already out and needs sacrifices to still being out, and this telling us that she's away, sacrifices were made, and then she's out. Yeah, I could tell that earlier. Fuck. I'm sorry for such a long babbling. Some people were shocked, and others spat out that this was insane as they punched their knees. This was starting to get incredibly disturbing. Yeah, science, she smiled, is disturbing. And we couldn't accept it or understand it. I don't care what kind of magic circles or cursed other people believe in. I won't pick a fight with them. But did I really kill that and the rest as sacrifices for the crap like that? I just couldn't stand that feeling. Compared to this, I preferred it when they were still disgusted by the theory that about the fight over the inheritance. As I started getting pissed off with a feeling between anger and sadness, I broke from the circle everyone was in and returned once again to the window. Something had gone insane since yesterday. There was the letter from the witch Beatrice that Maria had read aloud last night dinner. Ever since that point, it feels like like this whole mansion and this whole island have been getting more and more firmly locked inside some of kind bizarre world. Like JoJo. That's right. When I think back on it, that letter was an invitation from the witch. The ruler of the nighttime island had invited us inhabitants of the day into other world. The phone and radio has been interrupted and the island was shut off by the typhoon. So you really could call this place another world, cut off from the real one by now. Yeah, as this island is now, it's perfectly normal for a witch to send us letter and for human sacrifices to be offered up for the sake of magic circles. So what will happen next? Will some weird people wearing goat masks start doing the Bone Festival dance or something? Ah, it's hopeless. It's hopeless, I don't get it. Neither do I, Butler. Neither do I. The inside of my head all screwed up and I don't even know what to think. Anger, sadness. The opposite emotions all swirled up together and they started to suck me in. Unable to resist, I could do nothing but cover my eyes, with my hands and trust to my mind and body, as I started getting sucked in. I just thought about like parasites and stuff, you know? What if Maria will die? What if her being possessed is like the death flag for her? What if Beatrice is actually possessing her? I mean, we don't have clear clarification yet, but I assume that she's possessed, like, holy shit, she's crazy. And what if Beatrice is like taking out her like life force or something, you know, to get revived? Or maybe she will wholly eat, I would say, her, you know, herself. Like, we will have no Maria, we'll have Beatrice in Maria's body, like, forever. And basically that will mean that Maria die. There's a lot of stuff that may happen. As I started losing heart, I began to recall a memory from when I was small. It was from when I was very young. I had unfortunately seen a scary occult movie on TV, And for a while, I hadn't even been able to go to the bathroom by myself. The old bastard gave me exaggerated laugh and said this.
なあバトラ、どうして悪魔だのオカルトだのってのをわざわざこうして映画にすると思う？ねえからだよ。ねえからわざわざ見たくて作るんだよ。だから俺はオカルト映画なんてちゃんちゃらおかしくて笑っちまうってんだ。
That's why those occult movies just make me laugh.
俺に言わせりゃ、悪魔やら妖怪やらより、今年度の収支報告や機嫌を悪くした女房の方が1億倍も怖えってもんだぜ。さらに言うぜ。怖がるってのは、心と生活にゆとりのある連中の娯楽的感情なのさ。
Huh, okay.
暇で暇でしょうがないから。連中は変わった感情で心を遊ばせたくて、悪魔だの、オカルトだのって文化を作り出したんだよ。
That's an interesting interpretation. Seriously, why have I been acting so damn thick-headed? I was totally taken in. Don't try to mess with me, this is the human world. I don't give a damn about witches, demons, magic circles and sacrifices. And I like this... Oh, that's a nice song. The beat. The human who killed Dad and everyone else is still on the island. And he specifically say human now. That's all there is to it, right? The next person who started speaking to my heart was Kiryu-san.
チェスや将棋ってね、終盤の終盤、詰めの最後の段階に入れば入るほど最善手は限られてくるのよ。
This song feels like it will be climax of the situation or something. Like realizing, like, you know, like Butler would be enlightened.
だから自分が追い詰めている。
At least that's a feeling I have from this song. I don't know why, but it's like full of energy. Like now, oh, here.
あるいは追い詰められているというその時、両者の手は限りなく読みやすくなるのよ。つまり完全に追い詰められて打つ手なしって思ったその時こそ最も読みやすい瞬間なのよ。
Okay.
でも守勢に立った人間はどうしても考えが固くなって相手の手を読むことにまで考えが至らない。
That's true.
そういう時はね、チェス盤をひっくり返すの。
With all my strength, I slapped my face with both hands. Now my eyes were truly open. When you don't understand anything, and you are completely current like that, like I'm now, it's not the perfect time to spin the chessboard around. While on defensive, we can't even guess at the culprit scheme. If we spin it around and look at that way, just what might we see? First off, at the time the culprit committed the murders, they knew the island was being cut off by the typhoon. Therefore, they should have understood that even if they carried out the murders, they wouldn't be able to get away early in the next morning. In short, the culprit had begun without securing a way to escape. Furthermore, the bastard tossed the corpses in the storehouse. Then was even kind enough to say, hey, here they are, with that weird bit of graffiti. In other words, since we would probably find the corpses sooner or later, they wanted to show them to us. If you would all be dim and hadn't noticed the storage shed, the culprit goal would not have been achieved, would it? Haha, if you think about it that way, that bastard of a culprit. Since this morning, they must have been watching our every movement with bated breath. After all, if you hadn't been so kind as to discover what was on the storehouse, all of that hard work and preparation they did last night would have gone poof. What did the culprit want to make us feel by showing us the corpses in the storehouse? All 6 of the bodies had their faces noticeably destroyed. Was it grudge? A warning? That the defacement of the bodies had occurred after death. So it hadn't been the means by which the culprit had killed. It didn't mean anything to those who had been killed. It did have meaning to those who found the bodies. The culprit wanted to make it appear that they had been killed so brutally. Ha! After thinking this way, I really wanna tell that bastard to stop taking me so lightly. Who would just dance to that tune? If you are told, please be scared, you can just say, really? Sure thing. When someone tells the great Ushiremiya butler, the entrance is right here, I'm the kind of guy who will start wanting to sneak in through the window. The next thing that had me concerned was that so-called magic circle on the shutter. As Maria, who had shown her knowledge of the occult rivaled grandfathers, had recognized that magic circle was genuine. They must have drawn that thing in pitch black darkness, taking a lot of time and holding an umbrella in one hand. Isn't that amount of hard work and perfectionism impressive? What purpose would have been worth all of that effort? If you were looking for a fan of the occult in the mansion, most likely all of us would naturally suspect Grandfather. Did they really want to make us think Grandfather was involved? But if that's all they wanted, they could have just drawn any old scribble that looked like a magic circle. It wasn't like any of us amateurs would be able to tell the difference between genuine and fake. However, this magic circle was genuine, and furthermore, it had even been written in Hebrew. So this magic circle had a message that could only be understood by someone with knowledge of the occult. So this whole situation is basically message to Maria? Message is a form of communication. By sending it, they were hoping for a reaction. A reaction. For some reason we couldn't find Grandfather now. I don't know how Grandfather might have spotted the magic circle on the shutter, but did he choose to hide himself in reaction to that? No, it was a trap to make us suspect that Grandfather had participated. You could read it either way. Damn, that's annoying. What kind of reaction was the culprit hoping to get out of us by putting on this occult show? Somehow, that felt like culprit's weak point. The letter from Beatrice that Maria had read aloud during last night dinner sprang back in my mind. This was a freak who would ask us to enjoy a battle of wits. Isn't that interesting? This is a battle of wits between us and the witch. Will be sucked up by her occult game first, or will pull off her fake skin first? There's a whole day until the typhoon passes. Why not enjoy ourselves? Ooh, Butler in the fighting mode. I finally noticed that the inside of the parlor had gone quiet again. Everyone had sunk into their favorite sofas, some deep in thought, some irritated, some acting depressed. Maria was once again enjoying TV, as if she never felt it. As she never left it. Like, yay! I have no idea what's happening to Maria anymore, like, what the fuck? Yeah, Maria is definitely my favorite character. Yeah, can I say that she's my favorite? The most mysterious. Maybe a villain? We don't know yet. I mean, I don't know. She might not be. She might be innocent. Like, Maria is just Maria? Isn't that interesting? But that weird split personality makes her hella interesting character. And Butler? Yeah, Butler would be like the second character, I would say. After like this train of thoughts like you had right now. Maria was once again enjoying the TV, as if she would never left it. It looked like she found the commercials more fun than the boring program, and she happily yelled "Ooh!" and giggled. I stared at each person, appearance in turn. If there is a 19th person, the culprit must be in this room. Yeah, and Eva, you will be on the third of my favorite characters, probably? You know what made this scene weird right now when they were showing each person? Butler said one of the persons here might be a culprit, and we were seeing every person he looked at, and we had Butler there as well at the end. So I wonder, what if it's not just Maria that's possessed? What if she's not possessed at all? What if we are not told something just because Butler is not aware of it? What if he like went to sleep or something? Then he got possessed and he did all that stuff. So he's a culprit. I know that makes no fucking sense right now, but this is crazy enough. Right now Natsuhi's searching for the mansion with the servants, right? Then we shouldn't say in this room. In this mansion is where the culprit has to be. After all, it's possible Aunt Natsuhi was behind this. And we still can't deny that one of the servants might be the killer. Anyone could be guilty. Still, Aunt Natsuhi and the rest sure are taking their name. Of course, it's not a small mansion, but isn't this taking a little too long just to walk around checking the windows and doors? Just as I was thinking this, Aunt Natsuhi and the rest returned. Not one of them was missing, but our relief was short-lived. Everyone looked at Natsuhi in shock. The talk I'd had with Aunt Eva started to creep back into my mind. The possibility that the culprit had enough in number of weapons to kill all of the 6 at once. I see. Okay. I see you're suspicious of everyone. And you just take hostages now. It's not suspicious at all, Natsuhi. After all, that thing Natsuhi had was a rifle. At a glance, its I can't read that. Looked a lot like a hunting gun. But it was unusually short and kinda looked like a kid-sized weapon. However, it had its weightness to it, that made it clear it was no kid toy.
それは金蔵さんの銃ですな。
ご存知でしたか。そうです。お父様の古いコレクションの中にあったことを思い出し、探し出してきました。
ひゅー。すっげえ。夏日おばさん、それ本物なんすか？
ええ、本物です。実弾を発砲できますよ。昔お父様は 野鳥を追い払うのに使ったりしていました。
あら懐かしい。どこから出てきたんやら。私がいくら触らせてって言っても指一本触れさせてくれなかったやつよ。
へえ、じいさまこんなの知らなかったですよ。
お父様は昔西部劇にどっぷり使ってたことがあってね。
I kinda like cowboy movies. I'm not really big fan of them, but I like them. It was a long time since I last time saw any western movie, cowboy, you know, and stuff, but the ones I saw were pretty good.
あの世代はこういうライフル銃が大好きなのよ。
結構年季の入った銃のようですね。
It does not look like a Winchester, seriously. If that's a Winchester, it's... I need to see that again. I don't think it's looking like a Winchester at all.
ああ、思い出したわ、その銃。懐かしいな。昔好きやった映画のガンマンが派手にぶっ放しとったやつだわ。
Wait, so it's like prop from the movie?
お父さんも渋いな。
親方様がだいぶ昔に。ご覧の通り実銃ですので、どうかこの件はご内密にお願いいたします。
Okay.
手に入れられたばかりの頃は大層気に入られておりまして、撃つより薬莢を出す動作が面白いらしくて、裏の森でいろいろとかっこつけて遊んでおられたもんですよ。
しかし物騒ね。そんなものまで持ち出しちゃうのかしら。
万が一に備えてです。
God damn it. Clear. Okay, this kinda look like a Winchester. It's just weird. It's short as hell. But they have a handle and... Yeah, I'd say, maybe.
族はおそらく一人ではないでしょう。しかも主人たちを6人も殺した恐ろしい相手です。私には主人に代わって皆さんを明日まで守る義務がありますので。
Okay, so you are not taking hostages. That's good to know. As Natsuki said this, she slammed down into one of the sofas and took a deep breath. She had been trying to find grandfather as well as check the doors and windows. Since grandfather wasn't with her, she probably still didn't know where he was.
屋敷内の戸締まりは厳重に確認してきました。ですが万が一ということもあります。みんななるべくここに一緒にいた方がいいでしょう。
Yeah, stick together.
そうね。ここに全員が集まって相互監視をしている方が安心だわ。
それはどういう意味ですか、エヴァさん。
別に夏日姉さんの意見に賛成しただけよ。
God damn it, I cannot make tier list of my favorite characters in Umineko. Holy shit, Eva, your voice is amazing. There was a stormy atmosphere between the two of them. If you think about who was the most suspicious from the inheritance problem standpoint, Aunt Eva was the obvious answer. However, there was no proof that Aunt Natsuki was innocent. No, if you view Beatrice's letter as one of the grandfather's complicated pranks, and think of this crime as just an extension of that, there's more than enough reason to suspect even grandfather. Also, Aunt Natsuki thought the criminal was on the outside. But Aunt Eva thought the criminal was on the inside. In short, it was the question of whether or not the 19th person exists. The same question has been repeated endlessly since the last night dinner, with the letter from the witch who called herself Beatrice. So she was the culprit among us. So was the culprit among us, or not? And did the witch practice exist? Or not? If you assume that something as stupid as witch can't exist, you're basically saying that one of these relatives here, who share a common bloodline, is the culprit. If that was too unpleasant, it would be much more comfortable to simply accept the fairy tale, like character of the witch. A witch? A witch drawing a bizarre magic circle and offering human sacrifices? If I could accept that rubbish, I would be able to trust all the people in this room. However, damn, common sense got in the way. I kept repeating that witches don't exist. In that case, the culprit must be among us. In the middle of seemingly endless rain, none of us could break the silence. And we are forwarding 4 hours? We started at 9, right? So anyway, let's just wait for this to pop up. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here. This is like 40 minutes. I'm feeling kinda okay, but I feel I'm reaching my limits for reading all the time in my current state. So I will take a break here, and I think that's a pretty good point because we finalized, I would say, the scene. So yeah. Once again, sorry there were like no videos for 2 days, but yeah. Okay. I don't know what to tell at the end, so I just end the episode and I will see you in the next one. Sorry, god damn it, I cannot even talk. Thanks for watching, and for now, Pocket Watch is going out.